Hello everyone, this is Etta. I decided to do a quick video, but it's I'm gonna film it I guess in like two parts because what I'm gonna do, this is a little different than what I've done before. I decided I had purchased some wax from a vendor who had contacted me, wanted to send me some samples. And at first I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to, right? And then I thought about it and I thought, no, I don't want anybody to think I have a biased opinion because somebody gave me items, right? So I thought, no, and I told her, said, no, thank you. But I'm actually, because I had already said yes, I said, I'm going to go look at what you have and I'll make a purchase. And if you want to include some samples like other vendors do, that's fine, but I'm going to make the purchase. So I actually have had this. I received it on 6/10 and today is, I believe, 7/20. So it's been over a month that it's even been here. So I figured at this point it should be cured, and I should be able to start testing it and see what I think. So I thought I'd do this one a little differently because it was a really small order to begin with, and I figured I'd give that a try instead of kind of just giving y'all the first sniffs and then if you happen to see it on an empties and you find out that way. I thought this way I'm going to actually sniff them all here, and then over the next couple of days I'm actually going to warm all of them. Maybe not all the pieces, like maybe not the whole thing, but pieces of every scent, and give it a try that way. And then I'll come back and refilm and then attach the two videos together. So basically you get the sniffs and you get my review on the scents. So I kind of put everything in a bag after I got it. Let's see, it was packaged nicely. It was in one of these bubble wrap bags, and the bag was full of the confetti to keep everything nice. And I have that it came from Soy Melt Shop on the Etsy site. So I'm gonna kind of cover my address information and show you right there, the Soy Melt Shop. So I pretty much just got two things. There was a breakfast bundle, and then I got one called Unicorn. So let's see. Let me pull out the different scents so that I can tell you which ones were in the breakfast bundle. Here's the Unicorn. So it looks like there was 4 shot cups that were in the breakfast blend, the breakfast bundle. And then she did send me some samples, which the way they look right now is the way they looked when I got them. And it could be just from the shipping, the fact that, it came in a padded envelope. Maybe the delivery system, the postal service, maybe they didn't take really good care of it or whatever. But I don't really care because, if it's even in the shot cups, I have to break it up into pieces anyways to put it in my melters, so my warmers. All right, so I said one of them was a Unicorn. That was the separate item that I purchased. Here's Unicorn. I don't have, and so they come in these little shot cups. I don't have scent notes for it, so I don't even remember, because like I said, this came in on 6/10, so I would have ordered it probably at the very beginning of June. Let's see if I can get this out of the shot cup. That's yeah, there we go. So put it here. It's kind of like a creamy vanilla, I guess. Ooh. I don't remember what it said. I wish I did. I probably should have looked it up before I did this. Maybe when I go to do the review, I'll have looked it up and I'll tell you what the scent notes were for each one. It just comes across as kind of like a creamy vanilla. Nothing that I would say ooh and ah about, but who knows? Maybe when I warm it. All right, and then this is the breakfast bundle, which came with coffee brew and blueberry pancakes smoothie and fruity cereal. And it's got like little cereal pieces at the top. That's cute. And then the blueberry pancakes and the smoothie just look like the wax. And then the coffee brew looks like it has like little, like meant to look like, I guess, like little tiny coffee beans or something in there. So let me see. I will say I had kind of looked at it when it first came in, and I could not get them out of the cups. And this one just kind of, when I turned it over, just came out. So I don't know if in the curing process, maybe it was so warm or something when I got it that it kind of like restuck itself to the packaging, but it's coming out okay. Wow, her coffee brew smells really good. Now that smells like something I would like. I almost thought I got a tiny bit of chocolate in there, which normally I don't like chocolate in my wax, but the coffee truly comes across more coffee than anything else, but I almost feel like there's this background of chocolate. Wow. Okay. Well, that one smells really good. I think I might chop that one in half and put that one in my kitchen this morning so that I could try that one out. Then blueberry pancakes. Let's see if this one comes out as easy. Let's see. Try to get it from the bottom. As you see, oh my goodness. I practically had to break the bottom almost to get it to come out. So they don't come out as easy as some other ones. And I don't know if maybe that's the wax formula, or I don't know. Maybe it's just the way it cooled in the container, or... Ooh, that blueberry is strong. Whoa. I mean, like, super strong. And it's almost as when the more I try to breathe it in, the more it kind of gives me this weird sensation in my throat. Not sure about that one. And that, I mean, it smells pretty strong. It might do great in performance and stuff. It may just be that the scent per se is not necessarily for me. Then the fruity cereal. It has the little cereal pieces on top. Let's see if this one comes out easy. See, I'm just trying to kind of do like I would normally do with wax, and it's not. So I'm going to try pushing. Well, I can't do it with the lid. I'm try pushing from the bottom and see if I can get it to pop out. Oh my goodness, this one's not wanting to pop out. I may have to break this one before I can even attempt to get this one done. Wow. Okay, it's not trying different things. Try pushing on it on the sides to see if I can kind of loosen it. Oh, wait. There we go. I kind of needed to bend on the top, and that kind of loosened the top, which loosened the whole thing. It must have been stuck from the top. I kind of get like the fruity pebbles kind of smell. I'm wondering if it's mixed with what's supposed to be like a milk or something, because I don't get a very strong cereal smell. And personally, I think I would like it. I think I would like it more if what I'm smelling was like all the cereal. Just smelling it cold sniff, it seems pretty light. It may warm better than it smells on cold sniff, but I'm barely getting the cereal smell from it. I am starting to get wax on my table. Oh, I was able to reach the trash can. All right, and then the last one was smoothie. which let's see if I can do this better this time. Do it from the top first. Yes, that worked better. Kind of doing it from pushing from the top or pulling out from the top made it come out easy. All right, I will say that this one's not cold sniff, not really my thing. I'm trying to think of what kind of smoothie this might be. Obviously some kind of fruit, I guess, but you know, I tend to think like bananas and I don't know, banana, pineapple. I don't know. The people put different things in their smoothies. There's almost like a malt kind of scent to it, as opposed to like just like milk, or I don't know, maybe it's meant to be like an ice cream scent. I don't know. All right, well, we'll see. Sometimes things don't appeal to me on cold sniff, and then I do like them when I warm them, so who knows. All right, then the samples, and as you can see, they're a little diced up, but that, again, it's going in the warmer. It doesn't really matter. This one's called Candle Cake Batter. And as you can see, it's like little tiny pieces kind of in there. So let's see. Try to move the stuff up to the top of the bag. I do get kind of a cake batter kind of scent to it, but it's very, very soft. Very soft. Again, my nose and bakery don't always work well together, so there's a good chance I won't even be able to smell that one when it's warming. This one's called It's a Party, and it says lemongrass, bergamot, and citrus. Now this one came in good condition. Now I do like lemongrass, I like bergamot, I like citrus, so this seems like something I would like. Ooh, and I think I do. I definitely get the lemongrass and I get the bergamot. It's kind of hard to say I get citrus because lemon is citrus and then the bergamot has a citrusy kind of smell to it. So to me overall, it's citrus. But I do like the blend. I like the way the lemongrass and the bergamot blend in here, and maybe some other citrus to kind of, you know, you don't get like this super strong lemongrass scent and you don't get this super strong bergamot scent. It's kind of just a pretty citrus kind of scent. Then another one that seems like it would be something I would like, and that is Teakwood. And it's a little piece in there for that one. Let's see. Awfully light on the scent, but it is pretty. I can smell it. It's just not very strong. And I don't know, maybe it's the wax formula. Kind of show you the wax. It seems, feeling it, it feels like a very hard wax. I'll just kind of show you the wax. And I'm going to kind of press on it and you'll see. I mean, I am pressing on it. Oh, it's wanting to crumble right at the very back where my thumb was, but it's pretty hard, but wow. Actually pulling it out of the bag, it actually smells a little deeper. Usually in the bag I can smell things better, but pulling the Teakwood out of the bag, wow. Okay, I definitely like the way that smells. I hope that it does well in warming. And I want to do all of these, like I'm going to try either like the kitchen or right there in the sunroom, maybe just like little pieces in my little the one that the little warmers, melters that use the little candles at the bottom. I might try it in something like that where it's right at my desk and I can smell it better. Because if I do it in a room and then I forget about it, I won't even remember how it smelled. So I was about to open this one without telling you. This one says just peachy, peach, hints of green. So nice big piece for that one. Ooh, okay, let's see. I like the peach scent. Me, who's not always so keen on peach, it's not a pungent kind of peach. Now this one I'm having a harder time smelling when I pull it out. I don't know that I pick up the green. Maybe the green will come out more when I warm. But the peach is it's quite soft in here, but it's definitely a nice peach. It's because sometimes peach can kind of be almost like sour, pungent kind of smell. I don't get that from that. I get more of a sweeter peach scent to it. And then this one is called Scoop, and it's orange and cream. And you see it broke, but like I said, does that matter? No, absolutely not. In fact, if anything, that piece is probably perfect for the melter that I want to put it in, so it's ready to go. Let's see, I'm going to bring it closer to the top of the bag where I can maybe smell the wax a little better. Yeah, you see I can actually smell it a little better when I bring it way up close. And I would say it's kind of like an orange creamsicle. Awfully light when I smell it, but even like orange dreamsicle from Scentsy, it throws relatively well for like the first hour or two, and then it diminishes quickly. It's not like a super strong performer, so I don't know, maybe it's I tend to think that it's the cream part when you mix it with the orange, because I think the orange in general would probably be a good thrower, could be pretty strong, but when you kind of dilute it with the cream, if you think about like coffee, right? A lot of times people don't want to drink coffee black because they feel like, oh, it's too bitter, it's too kind of strong tasting or whatever. And then you put cream in it to cream it down, make it a little smoother, So I kind of think that the cream diminishes the smell or brings the smell down. So like maybe the orange might have been like an 8 or 9, and then adding the cream brings it down to 5, 6. All right, it smells good, but I won't know for sure until I warm it. Hopefully I don't have wax all over me now. But those were the few scents that I picked up, and I definitely at least wanted to do a video on it. And like I said, I'm going to start melting. And then once I've melted at least a little piece from each one, I'll come back and give you my thoughts on all the scents. So I'm going to end it here, but all you'll see is basically me picking it back up on a different day to do the review. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Hello everyone, Etta here. This is actually part 2 of a video that I started, I think when I went back and looked at the very beginning of that video, and I think I said that it was July 20th when I was filming that. And it is now August 9th, Monday, August 9th. So I wanted to go ahead and get this video completed so that I could upload it and share it with you about a vendor that I had bought a very small order from, and I went through and I believe I've warmed everything that I got. I think I had a little piece left of one of them, but I hope I have everything back in the bag here. Hope I didn't forget something. So the vendor is, it says Jared Soy Melt Shop. I think you could see that there. So I had gotten some stuff, and it came all in here. It had the little confetti inside and the sticker that says thank you for supporting my small business. And then when I had taken it all out, I was trying to keep it together. So I had put it in a bag that another vendor had sent me some samples in. So I'm going to pull everything out. Some of the stuff actually still has a little bit left in them, it looks like. But I did use some of them in their entirety. So I wanted to kind of go through with you what I did use and what my thoughts were. So originally, let's see, I had gotten it was a little, like a 4-pack variety. It was like the breakfast set or something like that. And in that breakfast set, it came with coffee brew and fruity cereal, and I think it was smoothie and blueberry pancakes. I think those were the 4. And then I had picked up one that was called Unicorn. And then she sent me samples of Just Peachy and It's a Party and Teakwood. Okay, so I'm going to go through them. I'm going to start with the ones that scent-wise, they weren't really my thing, right? I will say that all of them threw very well. I thought that they had a good, strong throw. Some of them were stronger than others. And there were actually a couple of scents that I really, really liked. So, and I did leave her a suggestion. I sent her a message leaving what I thought was a good suggestion. I hope that she will do that. Like I said, for one, I told you about the breakfast set that I got, right? It was like four different scents that you got. And within that 4-piece set, there was a scent that I really, really like and that I'd like to get more of, but I didn't necessarily want the whole 4-pack again because 2 of them weren't really my kind of scent. They weren't bad, they just weren't my kind of scent. So, and then there was another one that when I went back to her Etsy site to see if I could get more of that one, I realized that it was one of the samples that I had gotten. I realized that it was part of another 4-piece set, and I was like, I don't necessarily want the 4-piece set. I just want extras of that one. So I suggested that she could maybe having the set is great for, if somebody wants to have like the whole breakfast set. But I thought it was important to have the individual ones available also for people like me who just want a particular scent. So I'm going to start with, like I said, the ones that I wasn't like super crazy about just because they weren't my kind of scent. And one was from the breakfast set, and that was Smoothie. And the other one was the other individual one that I got, and that was Unicorn. Smoothie, I think, because it had kind of that milk kind of smell, but I think there was like what I would consider like more like a malt scent in there, and in combination with like whatever else was in there, it doesn't smell bad. It's just not something that I really enjoy. I will say that when it was warming, it threw well. I had it going in the living room, and I actually had it in one warmer, and in the other warmer I had the Unicorn. So between the two, it was definitely scenting the room. I could smell it in the room, but they weren't really something that I was crazy about. And given that, let's see, Unicorn, I can't remember what Unicorn was. I think it was like a marshmallow. Scent. So they did throw in the room, but they're not the kind of scents either that my nose picks up really well. So I could tell that it was scenting the room, but it wasn't as strong as I would like it. And given that I wasn't super crazy about the scent for me, I was okay with how much it did throw, or at least how much my nose could pick up. So I thought it did well, just wasn't my thing. One of the other ones was fruity cereal. And this one, I remember I had a piece of it going in the warmer in the kitchen. And I wasn't going in the kitchen that much, but I happened to walk in and I had already smelled it. And it had like little pieces of like Fruity Pebbles in it. And I happened to walk in the kitchen, and my youngest son had walked in the kitchen to make himself something to eat. And he's like, "Oh, it smells like Fruity Pebbles." And I was like, "Yeah, it sure does." And he looked at the warmer. He's like, "Oh, like, wait a minute, there's like cereal in there." I was like, "Yeah, it's called fruity cereal, right?" So he picked it up right away, what it was, what it smelled like, and it did good. I thought it did relatively well in the kitchen. Of the 2 scents that came in this form, I would say the strongest performers were Blueberry Pancakes and Coffee Brew. I thought Blueberry Pancakes threw really, really well. And I liked the blueberry scent that it had. I can't say that I could differentiate like pancakes, right? It had kind of like a bakery type scent. It didn't just smell like fresh blueberries. It didn't have like just a fruit scent. You could pick up something else with it, and obviously that was the pancakes. But it actually has a very nice blueberry scent to it. So I actually enjoyed that one. And I have been sparingly cutting the one that says Coffee Brew because I liked it. I thought it was really, really good. It has a very good coffee scent. And that was one that had like little, I don't know what the little sprinkly things are on there. Maybe to mimic like coffee beans or whatever. But as you can see, I think I've gotten 3 warmings out of that so far. And I like doing this one in the kitchen. It has a really good coffee scent, but now I remember smelling this. It absolutely had a chocolate note in it because I could pick it up. And it was, like I've said before, many times I don't like chocolate in my scents, but there have been a few, and I think they tend to be the hot cocoa kind of scents when they're like, if it's more of a hot cocoa as opposed to just chocolate. And I think that's what this probably has in it. The Coffee Brew, I almost felt like it had maybe like a hint of hot cocoa in it. So maybe like a mocha kind of thing. But I absolutely could pick up a hint of a chocolate scent in there, but I think it was more like a hot cocoa. And I liked it. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it accentuated the coffee scent. I thought it smelled really, really good. And that was this one and one other one were the 2 that I was trying to pick up individually that I realized I couldn't. So I would absolutely say try the Coffee Brew if you like coffee scents. Then from the samples that she sent me, one of them I said was called Just Peachy. And this one, if I remember correctly, it had, you know what? I think I am missing one. There was another scent, and I can't remember which one it was. I don't know what happened to the bag. Gosh, if I could remember from the last video, it was another one that was kind of like, oh, I know, it was like an orange sherbet kind of scent to it that I remember. Okay, so Just Peachy, what I did was the orange sherbet piece. I think that was the one that was probably the most crumbly, if I remember correctly. And I think I have the 3 warmers in the sunroom. So I took most of the other one, the orange sherbet, and I put it in the warmer that's closest to my desk. And then I had just a little bit left of the little pieces, and I put that in the, oh my goodness, the melter that, basically that you put the little candle at the bottom and, you actually use uses a flame, right? I use that, the one that I have on my desk of that, to use the rest of that like orange sherbet one. And that wasn't the name of it, but that's basically what it was, like an orange sherbet. And orange cream, I'm sorry, not orange sherbet, orange creamsicle, like an orange creamsicle. So I had those in the 2 warmers that would be closest to me. And then I took this Just Peachy and I cut it in half, because I think it was an entire circular piece. I cut it in half and I put it in the 2 warmers that are on the TV stand in the sunroom. So since I'm in that room, it's a little easier for me to kind of check the scents and see how I like them, how they do, that kind of thing, because I'm in that room. So it's easy for me to get up from my desk and, you know, go check something. So the orange creamsicle one, again, that one was like right on my desk too. It smelled really good. It definitely smelled like an orange creamsicle. It had a very, very nice scent. I didn't have a ton of it, right? I had what little bit I had on my desk and then some in the warmer that's closest to my desk. I could smell it. Not really great, but I could smell it. And then the Just Peachy, if I was on that side of the sunroom, I could smell it. I couldn't smell it on my side, and I don't know if it's because it was trying to compete with the orange creamsicle one, but the Just Peachy, which says peach and hints of green, I definitely could smell it when I was on that side of the room. And I remember my husband even walking in, I think from outside, and he says, "Oh, that smells kind of nice." He says, "I smell some green," right? I smell something green. And I had to look at the thing and I was like, "Oh, it does say that it has hints of green." He's like, "Yeah, I can smell the green." I was like, "Okay." So it does. It smells really good in here. Not like fill the room kind of thing. But again, it's my sunroom. It can have a hard time being scented well, because if it's a really hot day or I don't have the air conditioner just the right, you know. I actually even have a mini split in that room, because that room has, when we first moved into the house, you couldn't spend time in that room in the summertime because it was just blazing hot. We changed the windows, all the windows in the sunroom, and then we put a mini split in there just to try to keep it comfortable. And it is now, obviously, if I can work in there. So, but sometimes it does have a bit of trouble being scented well. So I think it did relatively well based on the room that it was in. I think maybe if it had been in a different room, it might have performed even better. But I liked it. It was pretty good. And the orange creamsicle one, I thought it was pretty good too. This one here, this is It's a Party. And it says lemongrass, bergamot, and citrus. This one was really, really good. Very vibrant, very, I would say the lemon from the lemongrass with the bergamot and the citrus is basically what it was. It was just like a citrus kind of explosion, but more of like a lemony citrus explosion. I remember doing this one in the half bath. Every time I walked into the half bath, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that smells good." I thought it smelled really, really good. So much so that I actually went back to her site, and that's actually when I wanted to look for the coffee brew also, and the, what was it? Coffee brew, oh, and this other sample. And that's when I found out that they were only part of the sets. But I did pick up, I think in this size, the little cup, I picked up 3 more. I think it was 3 more of It's a Party. I thought it smelled that good. It was that vibrant. Like I said, I love like lemon and lime scents. It's just a very vibrant, citrusy, but on the lemon side. So, you know, when I say citrus, you know, you might think grapefruit and orange, and it was more of a lemon kind of scent to it. But it didn't smell like just lemon. It was just this vibrant, fresh, citrus kind of note to it. And it smelled really, really good. So I bought like 3 more of those. And then, what was the other thing I bought? I bought one other scent. I can't remember it, but I think it was one that I haven't tried yet, because it was like one that I could buy individually. But this other sample that she had sent me, oh my goodness, Teakwood. I still have a little piece left because I've been like holding on to it. This one was not a huge piece that she sent me. It might have been about the same of what I have left, something like that. Might have even been a little bit smaller than the piece that I used. Might have been a tiny bit smaller than that. But what I did was on that warmer melter, basically, that I have on my desk that uses the little candle underneath the I can't think of what they're called right now. My brain's not working. I just had a full work day. Anyways, I used a little piece of this on my desk. I couldn't stop smelling it. I would say when it was warming, this was absolutely the teakwood in mahogany teakwood. If you've smelled mahogany teakwood, this was, to me, it was absolutely the teakwood scent for mahogany teakwood. I felt like it was almost that candle that I was smelling. It was almost that scent, right? It was fantastic. And I really wanted way more of these because I thought it was so good. I thought, oh my gosh, I could get me some mahogany teakwood plugins and some candles and have this going in a warmer and just make the whole area smell like that scent. It was fantastic. I really, really, really like this one. But again, it was only part of a set. So I was like, almost like please make it an individual opportunity to buy that by itself, because I probably would have bought easily 4 more of just that scent because I thought it was that good. So I really enjoyed that. And I wanted to say thank you to I don't want to get the name wrong. It's been a while since I've texted her. I want to say her name's Catherine, but I could be wrong, and I don't want to say the wrong name. But she was very kind when I said about how much I liked Teakwood, that I thought it was that great. When she sent me my new order, the sample that she sent me was a piece probably twice the size of this of Teakwood, and I was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I was like, okay, I have to hold it until she makes it available to purchase individually, but I will use it sparingly. I totally appreciated her sending me the piece of Teakwood that she did, and I just kind of wanted to share with you a review of a very small vendor who you could find on Etsy. I thought her product was very, very nice. I thought the price point was excellent. I thought it was worth a try. Again, I personally like the idea of maybe getting individual scents over a whole set, because maybe you don't like coffee, or maybe you don't like blueberry and blueberry pancakes. There might be a certain scent in there that maybe you're just like, no, I just don't like that kind of scent, and it keeps you from trying the whole thing. For instance, the Teakwood was part of another set, and I want to say, I can't remember what the scents were, but I was tempted, but I was like, no, I really just want the Teakwood. So it kind of prevented me from getting more of that scent because I didn't necessarily want the set. So I think getting the sets are fine if that's what you feel like. But I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted the Teakwood, and I knew I wanted the coffee brew, and I knew I wanted It's a Party. That's what I wanted. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you'll give them a look. Like I said, you can find her shop on Etsy, and I think it might be listed as Soy Melt Shop, but maybe Jared Soy Melt Shop. So I'm going to put it back up there again so that you could see. And if you are interested and you can't find them, leave me a little note, and I will send you the link to the actual page. I'll try to remember to put it in the description. I'm just not really good about putting links. Sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't, so I'll give it a try. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you'll give them a try, at least give them a look, see maybe if there's a scent that you might be interested in. And until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, Etta here. Tiny addition to the end of the video. I was reviewing the first part because it's been so long since I did it, and I noticed that there was actually another scent in there that I must have lost that bag too. It was called Candle Cake Batter. And I don't even have too much of a recollection of that one. I think, again, it would have been a very hard for my nose to smell, being cake batter, very soft, kind of almost like, you know, like a happy birthday kind of scent. It just that light cake scent. I probably even did that one in the kitchen, and I don't have a good recollection of it, which makes me think that it probably was not something that my nose could pick up on all that well. So I can't really give you too much on that one. There was one other thing I did want to mention, because I was reviewing that first part, and I was talking about how hard I thought the wax might be. When I took the very first cup thing and I got the wax out and I went to cut it and I thought I was going to have a problem, it cut so smoothly. I had no problem. I know, like, some people with their wax, they feel like they have to kind of warm it in the microwave first to get it to cut, you know, nicely or whatever. All of this cut, every one that I pulled out of the little cups, they cut oh so smoothly. The piece that I cut of the Teakwood, it just like butter. I mean, I used one of those like pastry blender kind of things, that straight edge one, and it just went right through, like no problem whatsoever. So I just kind of wanted to say that and give you that information. So that's all I wanted to say. Talk to you later.